Welcome back. This is a very, very special. It's not a request. Um, I decided to go back in my comments, and I guess this is why I believe in things greater than myself, because I have no clue. I'm pretty sure I had committed to not going back, but I was sitting here and bored. That's a shitty way to start this, but it's true. And reason I don't work for Hallmark. uh, so I'm going through my comments, and I'm not. What I'm really trying to explain is I'm not just hearting away. If they're sitting there, I haven't seen them. Uh, if I'm hearting, yeah, I'm trying. I don't know if I can catch up or not. That's enough of that. The reason I'm here and saying this, and it appears to be an NF reaction, uh, is because it is an NF reaction. I'd like to dedicate it to the commenter for why thou. Uh, and this comment, it's the reason I'm here. There's more than one, but this is uh, for the individuals who might need a laugh, need a thought, need a distraction, need somewhere else to turn that isn't skyrocketing it up the charts and booking vacations, but just grinding away and being honest with everyone. And whether you're fighting through superficial things like moi on a channel, or this commenter through chemo, uh, keeping going, right? The I don't know. For me, it's that I don't know if I'm right. I don't know if I'm wrong, but I know, just like the title of the next track we're going to check out from NF, I believe in hope. I might be a realist. That glass can be half full, half empty, and half full with runoff from a train derailment. I don't know. I know I get to think about each one because the optimist in me gets burned, the pessimist is always depressed, and the realist is constantly asking questions. So can't I mix it all up per scenario? The I have to be this, this, and this, and this, according to the rules and the outlines, don't seem to be the greatest plan. That we might be similar traits, archetypes, all that stuff, but the hope, the ability to reach past ourselves to something greater, the looking in the mirror and only seeing oneself and not the reflection of a collective, these are good things. All right, so I well, let's see what we got. We're gonna have to take a little trip over here. Welcome back. Oh no, thank you, Rollen. I'm here for yes, I would like to I we'll put a link to therapy session up here. Oh no, wait, hold on. We need to. Whoa, hey, look at that. And I want it to interfere with the things. Uh I pinned that to the top there. I would hope the goodwill spreads past this moment, and we send some thoughts out there to appears a silent bus rider, and we need those. Now, Obviously, the nature of the comment in this moment is, already got something. Feelings of brewing. Uh, you know, I'm not positive what will happen here. Uh, don't know. I see some changes took place. I don't know. Hopefully it goes because we're not looking to collect on it. We're just looking to send some love out there in the universe and put things in our thoughts that should, organize our thoughts in a more appropriate way right now for, because we can. NF Hope, sending this out. You know where it's going. I mean, that's the only reason I'm here. That's it. I mean, nothing but hope and love and prayers. And we fight, we go on. That's the key.
Hope, yeah, I'm on my way, I'm coming. Don't lose faith in me. I know you've been waiting. I know you've been praying for my soul. Hope, hope. 30 years you've been dragging your feet, telling me I'm the reason we're stagnant. 30 years you've been claiming you're honest and promising progress. Well, where is it at? I don't want you to feel like a failure. I know this hurts, but I gave you your chance to deliver. Now it's my turn. Don't get me wrong. Nature had a great run, but it's time to give the people something different. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my album. Hope.
Oof. Interesting. Good song, right? So that's the thing. I mean, I'm positive there's that huge selection out there of individuals who can focus on the nature. I saw, could it be worthy of a Grammy and some other things and titles out there. And cool. I wouldn't be able to speak on that at all. I find all them voices screaming in the track interesting, and we're gonna go from there. So, see what we're getting.
Like to introduce my album.
Yeah, especially with the tone of some of the layers in there, aggressive angle on the voice. I wonder what the meaning. Very cool, interesting.
My album. Hope. What's my definition of success? Listening to what your heart says. Standing up for what you know is right while everybody else is. Tucking their toe between their legs. What's my definition of success? Creating something no one else can.
Oh God. Now this is really weird, and it shouldn't be, I guess, as creepy. It's not creepy, but this comment's from 5 days ago, and I pretty much just cut bait here. That's sad, but true. I don't know what made me think of doing this today. There's some coincidences in my real life where I haven't been gaming and doing some other stuff. Ooh, I got the puppy tucked into that. He's looking really cute right now. So I wasn't even going to do this song, and here's what's going to happen. This song will come out in a week or so. And how I measure my success is stumbling backwards into this, dedicating this reaction that's going gangbusters in the reaction world, and not chasing that, because I don't want to chase his song. I want the song to be appreciated by the listener. Of course. That's why it's always go check out the original, right? Give it a run through, especially if this is the first time. I highly recommend not listening, using this channel for the first playthrough of anything. I mean, then Rollen really will wreck your favorite song. Yeah, I'm just so... This is very cool. And knowing that it has to be something different and it can't look the same, and that we have tried the same things over and over. And now this is in regards to philosophy and, maybe systems. I'm not talking about any tried and true. As always, I'm bad at the hallmark moments because I start getting dragged away on everything else, and then I realize, it's not your first rodeo, we've been here before. We'll get back to this moment again.
Of success, creating something no one else can. Being brave enough to dream big. Grinding when you're told to just quit. Giving more when you got nothing left. It's a person that'll take a chance on something they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't one. It's when someone who ain't never had.
I mean, come on. I think I was, freestyling on that. I think that's my optimism. This is a first listen. You take it for whatever you think it's worth. I didn't do a preview, but I think those bars there, very much like being able to make new decisions with new information and looking at it.
Success, creating something no one else can. Being brave enough to dream big. Grinding when you're told to just quit. Giving more when you got nothing left. It's a person that'll take a chance on something they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't.
Yeah, the person who see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't none. And then, can we work multiple sides of that? Can we? Why does the dark side grow? Why is the light shunned by this, that, or the other? Why? Not just hopelessness. A whole range of abilities to draw from and avenues of hope to pursue.
Something they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't one. It's when someone who ain't never had nothing ain't afraid to walk away from more profit because they'd rather do something that they really love and take the pay cut. It's
Whoa! It's really personal right now. Because I guess I've chased off most of my Patreons. And, I was given an opportunity to grow and be something, to put on a uniform and present something in a way that could grow success. And I chose to definitely not do that. And no, I'm not putting myself in NF's ballpark, right? But then at the same time, like the comments I'm referencing in this reaction, isn't that the point? Don't we relate to our artists and their rhetoric, their bars, however you want to say it? I like to trivium, so I go with rhetoric. It doesn't mean political speech. It just means all speech. to me. Okay, that being said, don't we resonate, right, to that artist that we feel maybe represents some of our opinions or path, as per the comments, path walked? So, but this is weird for me because these just hit straight at home because I don't. Just today, I was showing Angie's clip that she made for the other channel, and I hope that all works. But the focus has always got to be on finding a different mix of things and not just, running around the room in a circle and heaping praise on the artist. I obviously look at the numbers. That's the truth. I mean, you don't have to. There's nothing a reactor's gonna say to change 2 million views in a day. All right, there's the answer. Now, can they all chase after the same thing and hop in the comet's tail? Of course, we all could. It's how willing are we to do that? And as per these bars right here. No way. I'd rather struggle through the day, fall backwards on something like this, and find out that just a small portion had value. So, I got nothing but hope.
See the bright side through the dark times when there ain't one. It's when someone who ain't never had nothing ain't afraid to walk away from more profit because they'd rather do something that they really love and take the pay cut. It's a person that would never waver or change who they are just to try and gain some credibility so they can feel accepted by a stranger. It's a person that can take the failures in their life and turn them into motivation. It's believing in yourself when no one else does. It's amazing what a little bit of faith can do. If you don't even believe in you, why would you think or expect anybody else that's around you to? I done did things that I regret. I done said things I can't take back. Was a lost soul at a crossroad who had no hope, but I changed that. I spent years of my life holding on to things I never should have kept, full of hatred. Years of my life carrying a lot of baggage that I should have walked away from. Years of my life wishing I was someone different, looking for some validation. Years of my life trying to fill a void, pretending I was in. They get it.
Sorry, I gotta go back because this is fire that I just realized it's a treasure map or something. I think he's looking for something lost. I don't think it's hope though. Just mostly playing there.
Years of my life holding on to things I never should have kept, full of hatred. Years of my life carrying a lot of baggage that I should have walked away from.
That's too hard right there for me because it's for myself personally, and that's kind of the whole deal. Hopefully, like the comment had mentioned, pinned up here. As just for the few that might possibly relate, and I don't expect anybody to, we're not changing minds. We're just spitballing ideas, I hope. Anything else than that would be awesome, but I can't. There's also that whole side where you think you're doing more than you're doing, and I don't want to be guilty of that. Sure, I enjoy the tune. I can relate to the bars to myself personally, of course. Why wouldn't I? At the same time, I don't think it's the same level or anything like that. I like the duet, the dark NF and the light NF and turmoil they're causing with each other here.
Also at a crossroad who had no hope, but I changed that. I spent years of my life holding on to things I never should have kept, full of hatred. Years of my life carrying a lot of back.
That's what it was too. There was a point. It was just recently. I don't know nothing about the future, right? But I know I can't keep adding the same thought. I've got to step outside of what I used to think and go, okay, I feel this, but I should start maybe I could look at it this way to understand a a different aspect of something. I'm not trying to be cryptic or vague. I'm just it's more philosophy than facts at this moment, right? More hope. You don't go down to the local market and pick up a box of that. It's a definite intangible, right?
Baggage that I should have walked away from. Years of my life wishing I was someone different, looking for some validation. Years of my life trying to fill a void, pretending I was in. They get it.
Oh, well, I'm sure now I was mentioning this is that moment where we just, if I had a bigger space, it'd be appropriate to freak out a little bit. That was pretty cool transition. Pretty cool.
They get it.
Ouch. Catch the shopping cart at 321 mark or so, just in case this gets blocked. And I got a screen up there. There's the shopping cart, the black balloons. Not obviously all opinions for entertainment purposes only, but maybe NF that was, NF that could be, maybe more maturity, reflecting on the path walked. I'm not, I don't know.
Necessary evil, difficult to go through, yes, but beneficial. Some would say having a mental breakdown is a negative thing, which on one hand I agree, but on the other hand, it was the push I needed to get help and start the healing process. See, if I'd never hit my bottom, would I be the person that I am today? I don't believe so. I'm a perfect example.
You just because you had to take the path to get to be the person you want to be. You can't magically erase the path, and that's not a good Hallmark card either, because reality of existence is such a varied extreme, right? From whatever we would be suffering through, and this goes out to someone who's dealing with some real issues. So, do not want to underplay anything or tie anything back to the positive vibes in that direction. But being honest, the path we walk is the path we walk. It takes us. I not a firm believer that fate is set, but I mean,
necessary evil, difficult to go through, yes, but beneficial. Some would say having a mental breakdown is a negative thing, which on one hand I agree, but on the other hand, it was the
so the mental breakdown is a negative thing, but on the other hand,
push I needed to get help and start the healing.
The help you need to start the healing process, kind of. Now, obviously, go find bar breakdown on that one. And this is all going out to the people who will see this eventually. Some of the comments aren't just for the commenter, because this gets weird. It's a very surreal experience right now. And totally cool. NF Hope, this is fire.
See, if I didn't ever hit my bottom, would I be the person that I am today? I don't believe so. I'm a perfect example of what happened.
Yeah, you don't. It's a good way of putting it, but no. You are the sum of the sum of the whole, right? The sum of all the parts put together. And if we want to change one of them, we have to actually change it. You can't just lop it off, right? And that, once again, is more philosophical. Because I just don't want to turn into the worst Hallmark moment ever.
If I didn't ever hit my bottom, would I be the person that I am today? I don't believe so. I'm a perfect example of what happens when you choose to not accept defeat and face your demons. Took me 30 years to realize that if you want to get the opportunity to be the greatest version of yourself, sometimes you gotta be someone you're not to hear the voice of reason. Having kids will make you really take a step back and look in the mirror. At least for me, that's what it did.
Don't let that side get you.
Wake up every day and pick my son up, hold him in my arms and let him know he's loved. Standing by the window, questioning if that is ever going to show up. Isn't something he's gonna have to worry about. Don't get it twisted, that wasn't a shot.
See, there's the part. My heart goes out to every person who relates with this side of the narrative in NF's music. That's why it gets complicated, because I got some blessings there, you know, and that's through the power of adoption. So, you know, it was a crapshoot. Could have went the other way, but it didn't. But, yeah, I'll probably get to call the old man when I'm done here. Because these are the kind of experiences that I do share with them. And try to explain that I know you can only measure stuff with fiat, Dad, but the intrinsic value is so much more important.
If that is ever going to show up, isn't something he's gonna have to worry about. Don't get it twisted, that was in the shop. Mama, I forgive you, I just don't want him to grow up thinking that he'll never be enough. 30 years of running, 30 years of searching, 30 years of...
I heard that too. I heard him, you know, I'm sorry to point out the truth, and I don't mean to hurt you with it, but the truth is the truth, and we're going to take a different path.
Show up isn't something he's gonna have to worry about. Don't get it twisted, that was in the shop. Mama, I forgive you, I just don't want him to grow up thinking that he'll never be enough. 30 years of running, 30 years of searching, 30 years of hurting, 30 years of pain, 30 years of fearful, 30 years of anger, 30 years of empty, 30 years of shame, 30 years of broken, 30 years of anguish, 30 years of hopeless, 30 years of hate, 30 years of never, 30 years of maybe, 30 years of later, 30 years of fate, 30 years of hollow, 30 years of sorrow, 30 years of darkness, 30 years of hate, 30 years of baggage, 30 years of sadness, 30 years of stagnant, 30 years of change. And never, 30 years of maybe, 30 years of later, 30 years of fate, 30 years of hollow, 30 years of sorrow, 30 years of darkness, 30 years of hate, 30 years.
Oh yeah, I noticed that 30 years of Nate, in the background. I'll layer it in there. Sure, did NF turn 30? I'm not trying to be an idiot, but I don't actually know how old he is. Now there's a lot of substance if a young man who went through the things that these bars are, the narratives within his songs. And then to get to this point, reflecting back upon it, 30, that's one of those numbers that'll do that too. So, I mean, to me, as 50 plus, I get it. I think this is fire. This is very good.
30 years of never, 30 years of maybe, 30 years of later, 30 years of fate, 30 years of hollow, 30 years of sorrow, 30 years of darkness, 30 years of hate, 30 years of baggage, 30 years of sadness, 30 years of stagnant, 30 years of change, 30 years of patience, 30 years of suffering, 30 years of torment, 30 years of pain, 30 years of bitter, 30 years of lonely, 30 years of pushing everyone away. You'll never revolve, I know I can change. We are not enough, we are not the same. You don't have the heart, you don't have the strength, you don't have the will, you don't have the faith. You're never
there you go.
Not running away, you don't have to go.
Sure, you got the dark NF and light NF battling within one. It's very, very cool visuals there.
You don't have the faith, you'll never be loved, you'll never be safe. Might as well give up. Not running away, you don't have the guts. You're the one afraid, I'm the one in charge. I'm taking the reins.
Whoa. Oh, and yeah, that's the hit, that's coming next. Or not today, but soon. Wow! NF Hope. Holy smokes. Did he say take the reins? It ends very abruptly.
You're the one afraid, I'm the one in charge. I'm taking the reins.
Is it taking over the trip? Driving that buggy from now on? Light NF comes out the other side? NF Hope. Now, I know this came out a week ago or something like that. It was more important to do what I did with it than to chase the dropping of the song. I hope everybody else understands that. And I talked to my honey bunny and send some positive love your way. Thank you for affecting my day. And thank you for not being silent.